Start again. So if you're watching on YouTube, sorry, we're kind of stepping into the middle. We had a little technical issue. It's been the story of our life this week. So Caroline, this is one of her first designs. And again, on YouTube, you don't see it backwards. So that's what made me realize I should look up at that. But on Instagram, you are seeing it backwards. But it says, please leave by 9, which is, you know what, honestly, this like so speaks to my heart, and all my buddies over there are gonna laugh because they know this is exactly
my sister wants me to change it to like 8. She's
and how old's your sister?
Younger than me. Like,
okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, old
Well,
soul.
we were talking about, I'm going to my cottage this weekend for a girls' family weekend, like just my mom, my sister, my 2 daughters, and my youngest daughter is 24, and she used to come up, and there's these dances up there twice a summer, and like she would stay up all night. They'd watch the sunset. The last dance she went to, she's 24 now, so she would have been 23. She came home at midnight. I'm like,
really?
Did you guys get in like a fight or something? Like, what's going on? She's like, no, I just can't do that stuff anymore. And I'm like, she's getting old.
Just wait.
She's like, I'd pay for it for like 2 weeks. I'm like, wow, I think that's some maturity she was showing there. So please leave by 9. What we haven't mentioned is if you are watching Instagram Live and you see something that you would like, let us know. All of these, anything we're showing you is available. We have, I think, one of everything, maybe a couple of more things, a couple of some of the things, and you'll for sure get it because it's not live on the website. Yes, Kelly?
And it's all 20% off.
Oh, and everything, very important, is 20% off. If you need a price, Kelly will try to quote prices for you. She has a price list handy. But those of you who have been around the block a few times kind of know this is like a fairly simple sign, not a lot of colors. It's not going to break the bank. So, especially at 20% off. So there we go.
Melissa was just talking about her lake cabin, and so I thought this was appropriate for Michigan, but you never know how many friends you have until you get a lake house. And that's from Maroonia Stitch. I think that's just such a fun pillow on 13 mesh.
And it is very true. My sister's coming to the cottage this weekend, as I mentioned. And my sister-in-law was in town about a month ago, and she's like, oh, do you guys want to go to the rooftop at the Detroit Athletic Club? And Andrew and I jokingly said to each other, she's trying to make sure she gets invited to the cottage for the weekend.
She's smart.
So yeah, so it is pretty fantastic. And
we have a beach house. She has a beach house version as well, which is cute. But I thought lake was appropriate for
beach house would be very appropriate elsewhere, but lake house, Michigan, all the way. Love it, love it, love it. So this one, oh, this is not yours. This is Maroonia Stitch. Okay, good.
So I pulled these. So Rachel Berry's passport covers, and we have 2 passport books, and we have a bunch of different places, but this is Sanrope and London.
So cute.
With the fun little leather self-finishing.
So they're designed to fit into either like Rachel Berry or the Planet Earth. Also, if anyone sees anything they would like, and you're joining us for the first time, a couple of things. We love to welcome new customers, of course. So if you're new to us, all you have to do is message us. Oops, just dropped a canvas. I always say good things they don't break. Message us your real life name, your address, your email, and give us a call with your payment information. If you have been around for a little while, let us know which address, if you happen to have multiple addresses on file, because that happens around here. And lastly, our other kind of like golden rule for the record is if you want threads, let us know on any live video. We always assume you do not want threads. Did I forget anything, Kelly?
I was just going to say that Brittany said she's currently stitching the Maroonia Stitch crocodile while she watches. She has 3 of them. She sent us a DM with
I
her
think
progress.
we sold Mr. Croc earlier, but part of the distinguished animals from Maroonia Stitch is Mr. Duck.
Hey, would you give me a whiteboard? Because I forgot that. I'm sorry. Sorry. And you just came out with these at this past market, yes?
Yes.
Because I remember seeing them. You, Caroline, very nicely rolled out all the new designs to retailers before market so we could think through it. And then I'm always like panicked about time at market. Like I'm not gonna have enough time to get everywhere.
It's stressful.
So I placed a big order with you, and I'm like, oh good, now I don't have to shop her booth. But how many times was I in your booth?
Several times.
I think at least 4.
Because you like me.
I do like you. But but
these were very.
But these really spoke to me. So there is Mr. Goose. We've got, what's her name?
That's Giraffe, Mrs. Giraffe.
Oh, she's just Mrs. I thought she had a cute name. I'm sorry.
And then Mr. Pig.
Oh my God, the pig is fantastic.
And then Mr. Croc, he is, I think he already walked out today, but he can get more.
They're so darling. And these are only about, what, like 5.5 by 3.5, something like that.
Yeah, they're not huge.
So they're
18-inch.
very, very doable, and I just would love to see these like all framed together. And I think a good framer could cut a custom mat. Like you could put all 3 of them in a row, like with a custom mat that's shaped to these shapes. Oh, so cute. So yeah, love these.
Another popular one was the blue cheese olive martini. And he came out a bit ago. This is from Pink Park Designs, and it was so popular we added the mini version.
Oh, I love
I feel like
mini.
minis are having a moment.
Well, because
Everyone's putting them on their
I
bags.
say I am all about the bag tag these days, and I don't like traditional martinis. Like I've been like obsessed with like going to a restaurant and being like, what weird like martini do you have, and having like strawberry rhubarb martini or whatever. But Liz and Kelly make no secret that they love a good martini. So
Dirty.
darling, they like it dirty. Yes,
Dirty.
this is true. This is true.
And yes, Mr. Croc can be ordered.
Yes, I
Okay,
commented that.
perfect.
We got that.
So I'm getting a little confused by all your artists. So you said 22 artists.
22
so,
artists, and we'll sprinkle them in. So that was
Okay.
Pink Park. Haley, she's in Chicago.
Thank you.
Another one is Unlaney like. So Mulaney, she's a flight attendant, and she's also in Chicago. And that's her neon smiley. She has a neon mushroom, a neon cherry. Cherries are having a moment this summer.
Well, you're in Michigan. They always have a moment in Michigan. We are the cherry capital of the world in Traverse City.
Guys,
We are very proud of our
Melissa
state of
could write
Michigan.
a book about Michigan.
I have lived here most of my life, and you know what? I'm sorry, it's an underrated.
Because you had
state.
so many cherries. Okay, this makes a lot more
Yeah,
sense.
it-
But cherries are
Traverse
really
City,
trendy.
You have to tell you where it is. Let's see it. Forwards, backwards. I don't know. Northern Michigan is where Traverse City is, and actually, our friend Suzanne Mueller is watching us, and she is formerly from Grosse Pointe but lives in Traverse City, so she can tell us a lot more about cherries than I can. But yeah, so this Smiley Cafe is really fun. I would love to.
The
pull
colors
Chris
are
for that.
the colors are so fun.
Oh my god, so good.
So then we have Bridget, Stitches by Midge, and she does a lot of fun. I know, I'll do one at a time.
I
A
may
lot
have
of
no-
fun kid stuff.
I may have known Bridget before you did, because she was one of our very, very regular customers for a long time. I think she started shopping with us.
But
at the
then now
beginning
she
of
lives in
COVID.
Raleigh.
Doesn't mean that she can't shop with me.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
But yeah, she was a very regular customer, and then all of a sudden her email started coming through as Stitches by Midge. I'm
Stitches
like,
by Midge.
huh,
And she does
huh.
these really fun kid designs. I know.
This is so sweet. I never was a ballet dancer. I'm way, way, way too clumsy. But that's just so pretty and so girly with those cute little colors. Oh my God, love it.
Swim team.
This was another one that I ordered gobs of because I don't think I realized this was Bridget's. There are not a lot of really good swim canvases. And I guess in my history,
Colors on this one are good.
in my history, there's just so many people that have kids who swim, and this is just really, really great. There's a little bit of family lore that I only was on swim team for like 3 weeks, one summer, one time, and I had a record at like the Grosse Pointe Hunt Club for like 20 years.
It's your claim to fame.
Claim to fame. I peaked at 8, people. You heard it here first.
And then we call that the construction round. Cute for the
so
boys.
cute. And I don't know, I'm sure this was her plan, but of course I'm gonna say, this is what I do with it, but I'm sure it was planned for that. Took my little boy's initial right in the middle of that construction sign. You know, it's supposed to be kind of like caution sign, but you know, some little boys need to come with a little bit of caution recommendation, so.
So Melissa and I were talking offline before about how I started distributing designers, and I was looking for a scuba diving canvas because my husband and I both scuba dive, and I came across this Santa scuba diving canvas on eBay actually, and it's a designer, Kathy Brandt. She's been in the industry forever. She's in northern Chicago. And I reached out to her because it came in like a regular envelope with a handwritten address with regular stamps. And I reached out, I was like, hey, if you need help with the digital, I can help. And our partnership was born. And she has 10 grandkids. She's a retired school teacher. She had no desire to distribute. She had no desire to buy inventory, hold inventory.
Well, the problem with distributing, if you're the artist, is that you don't have any time to actually create art.
Well, no, and there's a lot to running a business. I mean, there's the back end, the taxes. I mean, there's a lot of aspects to it. The capital outlay to hold inventory.
She's a CPA, do you guys remember that?
I know, so
part?
we're gonna say all the financy.
Capital outlay,
I
here we
usually
go.
say you don't have to do your taxes for your business, and that's my easy sell for a lot of.
They're like,
It's
I'm out from having to deal with the IRS. Yes.
the business side is definitely it's a lot for sure, and it takes away from your designing time and your creativity. So we take that Atlantic Blue away and let you focus on selling. So Kathy was one of my first designers that I repped. We still have a great, I flew up there last year and met her and her husband, and she's great and she's so creative. But her Santa line, her hobby Santa line is kind of how we met, and she's got over 35 of them. This is golf, martini.
And martini comes into play when you go and your golf game isn't so good, which as far as I can tell from my husband, every golf game isn't so good. He never comes home and says, oh my God, it was great, I had the best time.
Mrs. Claus, and we have Santa also needle pointing, but I think he also might have sold today.
Yeah, a lot of things ran out the door this morning. And then in case martinis aren't your thing, here's the red wine one too.
Yeah, I think
so cute. And again, these are all in 18 mesh. They're only about 5 by 4, but couldn't be any sweeter.
Yep, very cute.
Love it.
Another designer, so Marwin Campbell, I met her when I lived in North Carolina a few years ago. She's actually an artist. She does acrylics and I want to say oils as an artist. So she does big canvases and big pieces.
This is so pretty, and I have not seen this until this very moment.
And her stuff is really stunning. I mean, you can tell she
So pretty.
has an artist background.
I think that's a 4-inch round, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Sometimes I look through the screen and then I'm like, oh, what really is that?
Her colors are fantastic, and they
That's
really
so
converted
pretty.
well on to needlepoint. This is her pink angel, is really popular.
So as we were unpacking the trunk show yesterday, by the way, this arrived yesterday, and Kelly and Emily are superstars. They powered through this. I did help them at one point, and when I opened this or found this in the pile, I was like, oh, that angel is so pretty. She is a little bit bigger than what we've been showing you. I would say 8 by 6 or so. And I think you could add a little bit more green and make her an angel tree topper. I think I have a huge angel collection that my grandmother started for me.
That's cool.
And I think you could finish her like with us on a stick with a wood base and kind of make her like she's flying. Oh, it's just so pretty. Pretty.
And then her floral cross is just stunning. She stitched it, if you go on our Instagram, in ribbon work, and it is stunning.
Love it. So pretty. I'm seeing that. Okay, I'm a little confused, but yet in awe of the fact Brittany's saying that the animal portraits are going in her kids' library. So Brittany, does that mean you have your own library and your kids have a separate one? I don't know. I kind of love that.
So a few more fun summer things. This is an Atlantic Blue one.
So this is your art.
Yes. So we did it in all Atlantic fish. So your mahi, your wahoo. I know we're in Michigan. Tuna.
So cute. And enough room, of course, for some personalization. And if I ever show this on a live without Caroline here, I will never know which fish is fish. So,
And I know you're a July 4th baby, so
we
perfect
stocked
for
this.
summer.
I just wish I could still wear a bikini. It's so cute. So cute.
You can.
Now, twins, bikini. No. Mm-mm.
And these are from CeCe the Bug. So Nicole is in New Jersey, and she did, and the video probably shows it, but they're all sparkly. The painters did a really fun job. There's a bunch of glitter on it, and these are on 13 mesh.
So there's a whole series of these, right? So this is,
That's the beach ball.
oh, I see it now. Yes. Beach
There's
ball,
cherries. Those are
cherries,
gone.
yeah.
Lemon, a basketball, a peach. Oh, we
That's how
kitted the
we took
peach
home the
earlier.
peach,
That was
yeah.
fun. We did all in sparkles.
So metallics, of course, I always have my PSA. I saw Caroline stitching earlier, and she was not stitching on a frame. Totally fine. I'm not a frame like policeman. If you're gonna stitch this all in metallics, I'm gonna tell you, please use a frame, or it's gonna come back not looking like a beach ball. It'll look like a beach egg. So just FYI. I love this piece. Colors are so good.
So this is from DLB Designs. So it's actually Diane Baxter that owns Threads too in New Jersey. This is her wholesale line that we help distribute.
Did not know that connection. Yay. See, I'm learning
So
something.
this is spun on 13 mesh. Yeah, Diane actually did a really fun stitch guide to it and padded the inner tubes and then did them in like a metallic. It's really cool. I think she did a class to it actually. So it's a
can
fun
people,
canvas.
if people want the stitch guide, how do they get the stitch guide?
Diane.
So
Yeah,
you
so
go
Threads
direct
too.
to Threads too. So isn't that the store that our friend Molly's related with?
I think so.
I think
It's
so.
a small world.
Our
the
little
Needlepoint
friend,
world.
our friend Molly works there a little bit, is what I was trying to say.
Okay.
Instead of my little friend Molly, that sounded very degrading.
Amy, who came and bought the Disco Peach, we showed the Disco Beach Ball,
Yeah.
is watching, and she said, I can't wait to stitch my peach.
Use bars, according to Melissa.
Yes.
Yeah, no, you guys got some really nice fibers for that picked out. I saw all the
Well,
stuff.
everyone is coming back and trying to grab some 8-inch bars for me because bad ordering department right here. We had run out of 8-inch bars, so I was personally in the back, like counting and making sure. People kept coming to grab them, so I bet you Amy went home with bars. It's my guess.
Love
So,
it, love
yeah.
it. Okay, this is MPD. Michelle. She's one of our newer designers. She joined us earlier this year, and I just love this little summer beach round.
So cute. It'd be really fun on a rattan purse. Show off your summer love.
Here's another one from CeCe the Bug. On 13 mesh, we have seashells. There's a couple different versions of this. I know there's some on the wall behind us.
This also comes in 18 mesh, yes?
Yes.
So, and I think, I'm gonna guess this is like 6-inch round maybe, and the 18 mesh is 4-inch.
I think it's a 5-inch.
Is
But,
it?
but don't quote me.
Yeah, it is a little bit larger, but it's that magical 13 mesh, which means that it goes a little bit faster. And if you are a newer stitcher, it's a little easier to read and see. If you're an older stitcher, you can see it a little bit better without 5,000 pairs of glasses stacked on top of each other. So, yeah.
So Anna, she's got a Stitch It Up Designs. She's a librarian.
Oh my
and
gosh.
all of her line is on 13 mesh. It's great for kids. It's teachers. It's so cute. But this is one of her best sellers is the Bookmobile.
And we've had this before too. I don't make it a secret that I love to read. My new daughter-in-law to be, my son's fiance, reads even more than I do, which people are like, wait, what? I didn't think that was a thing. And so we love to talk books. So
Yep.
this might be a nice little gift for her. Love it. Okay.
And school first day, last day pencils. I know we're in summer, but first day is fast approaching. I see people finish this as pendants. They put them on a stick, they put them on a sign, they double side them. So we have last day as well. That's last day.
Oh,
Is that last
yes,
day?
it is.
Yep.
The last day. So I was saying earlier to Caroline, because some places that distribute these sell the last day and the first day
As
as
a
a set. You know, they're basically the same thing, except for one says last and one says first. But when I bought them, I said, oh, I want the first day of school. And she's like, you don't want the last day? I go, no, because I was always so disorganized. Although maybe if I'd invested in the last day of school, but first day of school pictures I always took. Last day of school, I just could never quite get my act together. So, you know, so they are available, both available, of course, 20% off. You know, if you only want to do one, you can only do one.
So we pulled this, a little more self-finishing, but this is a summer haze round. Hannah's from Houston.
Love this piece. These colors
13
are so
mesh.
good. So,
She
so
also
good.
has it in a stocking and a key fob.
I just think this design is
Yeah,
really,
we call it
really
Grandma's
sweet.
Roses, and the colors are fab.
Cute cotton.
So good.
Yeah.
And I think I did pull this bag. This is one of my favorite rattan bags because it's a little bit of a step up from like what you're gonna find at, you know, Marshall's, whatever. And that on the front of there would be so pretty. So yeah, really cute. Really, really cute.
Okay, should we do some dog cameos?
Oh, the
Well, dog,
dogs.
cat, and horse cameos. So, Maroonia Stitch, Sophie is from New York, and she has a line of these Wedgewood style. So we have, I think, almost 45 dog breeds, and there's a lot behind us on the wall. And then we have a couple cats, and then we launched a horse at market as well.
So this is the cat, of course. Is there more than one cat?
That's the short-haired cat.
Okay.
Grab the long hair. Here's the long-haired cat. And then she has a Chester, she's an orange cat, and they kitted it up today in oranges. It was so cute.
So short hair and long haired for all the cat people. There we go.
Doodle and lab.
Let's see.
That's the lab.
Okay, earlier I was trying to test
I know.
my own dog
I got
knowledge.
really good at dog breeds, yeah.
Doodle and lab. See, I was thinking this was the doodle. That's why I was confused.
It is.
That is the doodle.
Oh, I thought you said
Yeah.
it the other way. Because
Sorry.
earlier I said this is the doodle, I'm pretty sure, but I thought you said the other way. And
Yep.
there's the lab because he's
Labrador,
more shorter
yeah.
hair. My dogs kind of look like this. So yeah, we love the doodles.
Bunch in the wall.
Horse, and then the pit bull.
I'm surprised Megan didn't take this one.
She pre-ordered it.
Oh, that would be
And
why.
Emily.
Yeah,
too.
pit bull's
Yes.
been very popular.
So sweet.
And then the
this
horse.
And what do we have on the wall? We have the short-haired cat, the Scotty or the Westie, depending on what you want. What's the one in the middle of the Scotty?
Oh my gosh, I can't think.
Bernese Mountain Dog.
Yep.
I checked them in. There's
Yep.
a King Charles
Yeah,
Cavalier.
King Charles, Doodle, Bernese are golden, and then is that a Westie? Ooh.
Yeah,
Well,
I
the
think so.
one down
Terrier?
here is either a Westie or a Scotty because one's black and one's white. I just can't see what the hell that one is over there. Oh, are they the
I know,
same?
and I know the screen
They're
can't
very
see,
yeah.
slightly
but
different.
So
but
sorry.
they'll all
So
be named
lots of
On the
options,
website.
and they'll be on the website, and they'll be there.
So when I talked to Melissa last week, she was like, can you bring me all of these that you have? And it says, I feel sorry for people who don't know us. And it has these fun leopards. This is also from the DLB. So
sweet. And so two funny things about this. First of all, two of them were special ordered that I needed. Possibly for Liz and Kelly, which I think is really funny. Did you guys decide separately you needed this, or did you just decide it together that you needed this? I know Sandy was stitching it, right?
Sandy was stitching
Sandy's
it.
one of our local customers.
Yes, and we loved it so much, and both of us looked at each other and we're like, yes, we're both gonna
So
order it.
funny. And I love it because there's some big open space for some interesting stitches. And then we had 4 ladies here from Maryland. Actually, well, one's indirectly from Maryland earlier. And the first thing they wanted to do was take a picture with Kelly and I, which is very, very sweet. And then we got done with the picture, and then she saw this camera. She's like, oh, I wish I'd seen that first. I wanted that in the picture.
When you guys were eating, we took one with Liz and I with it. With them.
Cute. Then you have to like flip it somehow,
I know.
right? But yeah, really, really sweet. So this is very fun. 13 mesh. This is one of the bigger pieces. I would say this is about 14 by 9, something like that.
Liz is watching, and she just said, together, inspired by Sandy.
So cute. Yeah, we love Sandy. She's always very good to us.
And then another designer that we represent, Anna McKenzie Designs, and she does a lot of these beautiful Christianity inspired rounds.
Sweet.
We have a whole bunch of stuff from her, and that's the Lamb of God one on 13 mesh. And then she does this series of flowers and fruits that are all named in the Bible. So that is the Almond Tree.
That was exactly what I was about to say.
And they all have like a cute little, if you go on her Instagram, she has quotes and kind of backstory with all of them, and they're just really special, and people have stitched them so beautifully.
Love it.
Okay, you want to grab some sports?
Sure.
Kyle?
Well, I guess that is a sport on top.
Yeah,
I wasn't
so
thinking it was a sport.
Nicole, CeCe the Bug does these sports coasters, so Hail Mary football themed.
And of course, the dirty, or the Bloody Mary in it, yes. It's a Bloody Mary. You guys know I don't know my drinks.
Yep. We did, it's Matchbox. We teamed up with Spruce Street to do a
Love it.
Matchbox. There was a tennis one floating around too, but that's the golf one.
There are golf balls in the background. Love it.
Oh, my tennis. This was one of my first designs too, actually. Game, set, match, and then we have a 40 Love tennis ball.
Cute.
Liz,
And-
I will be stitching these coasters. She said those are the drink coasters.
I know, Liz, I think they're sold
There's a
out.
whole,
Yeah, there's baseball.
oh, she needs to see the baseball one.
So relief pitcher, and it's a pitcher of beer.
There you go, Lizzie.
Real creative.
And teeny time. That's also going to speak Liz's language.
Golf. Little
Love it.
T as the, yeah, no, it's cute. So Daddy Daycare is our male representation of the, in our group chat, I'm like, hey ladies, and he's always like, Caroline,
Don't
there's
forget about
gentlemen
me.
here. Chris is sweet. So he has this line, and he's got some fun bears, but this is our mowing bear. He's got dad bear, so he's got a bunch of fun ones. And
I finally, when my kids were little, and I know you don't have kids yet, right?
Nope.
Okay. And I shouldn't say yet. Maybe you'll choose not to. That's a very rude statement. I didn't mean that. But when my kids were little, I finally said to my husband, you can't mow the lawn anymore. He's like, what? And I'm like, it took them 2 hours because we don't have a giant yard, but you know, the push mower takes a while. And my kids would be like, banging on the window, Daddy, Daddy, for 2 hours. I'd have to hear it because they hated that they could see him. So this like kind of reminds me of that whole era that my son would love to
That's Daddy Daycare Designs.
love it.
So I know you've been taking mahjong lessons, getting into it. So
Yeah,
Brooke from
I
the
am far from the queen, but yes, it says Mahjong Queen.
Brooke from the Painted Stitch. This is her line, and mahjong's been incredibly, like I said, it's really having a resurgence.
It is. There was, what was that, the Today Show or Good Morning America, where they said the three
Yes.
big things of the summer were
Mahjong,
Mahjong,
needlepoint.
Needlepoint, and baking.
Yeah, sourdough.
I don't know how that got into it, but yeah, I don't like to cook.
That's the tiles as an ornament, as a round
So
coaster
pretty.
size. We also have it in 13 mesh, and then this is a key fob or a bookmark.
Should I show off my newfound skills and tell you what each tile is? I'm kidding, kidding, kidding. But I was already in my head going, oh.
And we advertise this as a sunglass case. You could do it double-sided. I've seen people do it as a little coin purse. People are so creative in finishing, but
Yeah,
it
so,
is a
so
two-sided.
some people that play Mahjong play for money, and when they say money on the Mahjong card, it says this is a 25-cent hand or a 30-cent hand. And then like if you do something wrong, you might get penalized and you have to pay 4 times the hand, so it might go up to $1. So this
Big
is
money.
this is a little zipper coin purse
your
for
card
your
in there.
Mahjong.
If you ever get your card,
If I ever get my card,
Would it
thank
fit?
you. I think it might. You might have to add a little bit
Add a
to
few
have room
rows.
for the zipper, but you could put all your Mahjong winnings, you know, your all your quarters and your 30 cents that you earned.
and these are a few more travel rounds from Kathy Brandt, but I thought I'd
So
bring up
pretty.
the lake ones since we're in Michigan. But this we call that By the Lake. It's a little Adirondack chair.
So fantastic. Really, really cute.
And then I thought this is Campfire. And so it's got,
And I think in both of these, you've got plenty of room to put
yes,
like
so
your,
name drop, stitch something in, put a year, family cabin name.
and you don't have to get like, and when I say when you personalize it, you can't get super creative because there's only so much space. So there's like the one alphabet that only goes over 5 threads, and that's all you're
One
probably
letter,
gonna fit
yep.
in there. So you don't have to like stress out about personalizing it
And then
yourself.
the ski round. So
This
we,
is so cute.
yeah. So we personally, I mean, I've seen people put Vail, Telluride, all sorts of
Mount
ski
Brighton?
spots. Wherever, yeah, I was gonna say, I'm gonna get educated on
She
the
has
ski
family from
spots.
Brighton,
Yeah, I
so
do.
I've been telling her about all the little fun facts I know about Brighton, which was really about the Gilmore Girls event that's happening there September 20th.
Gilmore Girls.
I didn't even know it was coming. So Liz had to educate me on this one. When we were at market, she's like, "Go! I need that Paul Anka canvas," and I'm like, "What?"
I didn't know what it was either.
Well, when she said Paul Anka, I'm thinking of like the singer,
celebrity. Yeah,
and
It
I'm
is.
like.
Yeah, it is.
I was like, it's
What?
a dog.
I know, but then I go to pick it up and it's a dog, and I'm like, okay, now I'm so confused. Liz is a cat person; she's not a dog person, and I'm sure she's not into Paul Anka, the singer. But in any event, here we go, and then I find out it's all about the.
And that's
Gilmore
from
Girls.
Southern Charm, and Kelsey's in South Carolina.
So
and she's
cute.
got a bunch of Gilmore Girls themed stuff that
Love
I couldn't
it.
try to explain to you. So yeah, so that's a sprinkling, a big sprinkling. There's even
Wow.
more on the website.
Yes. So, yeah, I just said to Caroline before we started, like, I wanted to highlight her art, of course. But in 5 years, you have 22 artists. Like, 5 years or 4 years?
4. Yeah, 4.
That's
2001. I know.
insane. That's
I'm
insane.
so honored that people want to trust me with their designs and their art, and it's a real pleasure to help them and watch them their businesses grow and our brand grow with it.
Very, very fantastic. So I also represent an artist, and I think for a lot of artists, I love the artistic side. I'm scared of the numbers and the procedural side, and that's where someone like you can come into play and help them out. And the fact that you also then understand the artistic side because you have some of your own items as well, a lot of your own items, not just some. Just love it. So, I love the fact that you were like, I'm coming to Michigan. Can we make this work? I'm like, absolutely. So
I kept her away from her cabin for an extra day.
that's
but
okay. That's okay. I'm excited about it. So we will process what people have picked up here today. Once that's done, Emily will work her magic, make everything live on the website. You will see a lot more on the website than what we've showed you. We've just kind of given you some highlights. Caroline also brought these fun little stickers, and they're gonna go in Atlantic
Throw 'em in the
blue
bags.
packages. Well, supplies last. There's a little stack. So while supplies last, you get a fun little needlepoint sticker. People, what do you think people are putting like on their cups?
Water bottles, cups,
Yes.
iPads, yeah.
Computers, your Mac, whatever. Show off your needlepoint pride with those fun little flowers. So that was very sweet of you to bring those. So check out the website a little bit later on. Everything will be live. If it says pre-order, what did you tell me? You're like, well, I don't want people to have to wait. It might be a really long time. I go, what, like 12 weeks? Like, I'm thinking 12 weeks isn't that bad. And she's like, no, like 4. And I'm like, that's not a problem. Most of us have something else to stitch. But if it does say pre-order, it could be 2 weeks, it could be 4 weeks, it just kind of depends. It could actually probably be 6 weeks because we have this show until August 1st, and we usually put all of our orders together at the end of the show because that, you know, back to being like a business major and making things more efficient and making things work better. Caroline doesn't want to get an order from Kelly like 1 item on Wednesday and 3 items on Thursday and so maybe 6 weeks tops. So yes,
And
Kel.
just same thing, a couple people commented on the same thing, we only have one up.
Okay.
So the second comment, you might have to wait 4 weeks if it's, depending on if it's in stock or not.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll be back in the
So-
studio on Monday, so we'll work our magic and get things set up
things
back up.
processed and rolling. Well, I want to thank you for coming. I hope you have a fantastic bridal shower
It was a great
weekend.
day.
And it's going to be right on the water, you said?
Guys, the weather, Michigan, 10 out of 10. 10
I'm
out of
telling
10.
you, we have this class in September that I've been telling people we have a couple spaces left. And I said, okay, this class is fantastic, but what also is fantastic is September in Michigan, like, does not get any better.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
this
I guess
is,
I'm gonna come back.
this is a little cooler than it normally is. It's probably what, like
I don't know,
72
it's perfect.
degrees
It's
outside.
better than Atlanta.
So it's a little cooler outside than it normally is. This is like a primo September day. So yeah, so this is the class that's coming up. Our friend Tamara, sorry, I say her name wrong all the time. Tamara is coming down to do this ribbon class. She's driving in from Toronto, and it is absolutely fantastic. And so she's another one who approached me and said, hey, I don't live that far from you. What do you think about doing this? So I love that people are like finding us just because Michigan's so fantastic. So yay. Okay, anything else we need to let anybody know, Cal? We in good
Kelly
shape?
is over there just writing up.
She's doing her job. So it's all good. So anyone who's watching us on YouTube, my sweet Rebecca will link the web store for you, and you'll be able to find it. She hopefully will be able to patch together my videos that I screwed up on. Yeah, we'll see.
The one more thing I was gonna say was, a couple people were asking if it was on the website and when it's gonna be live. I said we'd share on Instagram when it's live on
Yes,
the website.
we will share this video to stories so that then people know that it is live on the website. I would guess probably later this evening, but yeah, we'll let you know. So thanks you guys for joining us. We really appreciate it, and we'll see you soon. Happy stitching. Bye.